Wake the F up.
So as you're coming into the room, please input your full name and where you are visiting us from, where you are joining us from. As again, we get ready to receive our presenter, our teacher, our sister, my destiny twin. Yes, yes. And Miss Shifa Ali Scott. And what I would like to do is acknowledge our team that we have. We have an awesome, beautiful, cosmic aligned team here. And so we have Rashidi Bey, all right, who has all things visuals and our graphics and our videography and all of the tech, all right? And then we have our illustrious Paul Ellert Scott Jr., all right? And today he is serving in the capacity as our conscious segments of awareness, all right? So keeping us in the framework that we are committed to ensuring that you obtain this information succinctly, right? And in a fashion that keeps us committed to keeping our word as to the time that we're going to begin and end. And of course, as things continue to evolve and flow, we stay in present moment awareness at the same time. And if the download comes where it may take us over a little bit, then we acknowledge that and be true to the information that wants to come through. All right. So we thank you in advance for your patience. All right. And so at this time, again, as everyone is coming on in, please continue to invite your friends and family to participate in this introduction, because next week, all right, we are closing the sneak peek curtains. We're closing the sneak peek curtains. And so we are empowering you to be able to register and put some skin in the game, as they say. Put some skin in the game and an energetic, and let me say it another way. So for our conscious people, you want to have an energetic exchange, all right? And be in divine receivership. So we will be definitely sharing with you. You'll get an email on how to join us. And each week, each month rather, your membership, because this is a membership that you will have access to, right? And that you will be a part of, is going to be $47 a month, and it is reoccurring. Okay, it is recurring, not occurring, it's recurring. All right. And so each week, we will meet at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to bring you the tools, the processes, the ways of being, the shit-shifting, self-healing inner talk opportunities and ways that you can support yourself in being able to know how to shift and be in alignment with this ascension, okay? And shift any rejection or any challenges that come up for you, all right? And then those habits that may want to still try to pull you down as you are ascending. No, you will be empowered with the tools, the process, the ways to think, right? And the what else could I call it? The methods, the roadmap, all right, to embody, embrace, and align with your ascension, because it is all happening through us, with us, for us, to us. All right, whether we want it to happen or not, no one can escape. So thank you so much for being here to embody and embrace your ascension and tap into the divine essence that breathes you and that is you in each moment in time. So at this moment, let us now bring forth Miss Shifa Ali Scott. All right, our instructor, teacher, guide, conscious co-creator for this heptad. Yay! You're on mute if you are speaking. And you're still on mute if you're speaking, as you're speaking. Mic check, mic check. No, mic check. No. And it is, let me set the tone for our plasma. All right, as the mic mastery is perfected. All right, so it is Ken. Oh, yeah, the White Wizard. Okay. Ken 214, White Wizard. I organize in order to enchant, balancing receptivity. I seal the output of timelessness with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power doubled. So please toast to that. Get your water, your tea, your coffee, whatever you have, and let's toast to that. Yeah, I needed that. I needed some water. All right. So mic check, mic check. No, still no sound. No, ma'am. All right. And as everyone saw, and for those of you who did not see, our topic for tonight is the art of, oh gosh, hold on. The age of Aquarius. There it is. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Neurons, I love you. The age of Aquarius in full effect. Rise above the chaos. Rising above. And my mic want to act up. Okay. Rising above the chaos. So that's what we're going to be supporting you to be able to know how to do this plasma. So while we are managing and perfecting the audio, reach out to your friends, invite some more people to come on in here, and remember their forgotten available blessings. And how often have we had an experience where we know we were, the results could have been something else, and maybe should have been in some circumstances. And by the grace of the absolute almighty everything, Jesus the Christ, however you refer to a higher power, you were saved, spared, given some mercy, right? And some grace. And how many of us at some point in time were like, you thought this happened of your own accord? That part. No. So that was a blessing. So we empower you to go back and atone with yourself, your higher self. For thinking. There you go. There you go. She's here. Mic check,
continue.
mic check.
We're in the middle of a thought. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light.
Yay. So I was saying that as we have been so arrogant, that wasn't the word I was getting ready to say, but that's what's coming up now. As we have been so arrogant, I was saying we need to go back and atone with our higher self for thinking that when we've escaped certain things, it's been of our own accord, and it has not. Okay. All right. So we want to be in honor of the God essence, the energy, the source that breathes us, right? And acknowledge all of the blessings and the lessings, right? Because we no longer choose to be less. We want to remain in the abundance and be in honor and respect and appreciation and gratitude for the opportunities to always improve and spiral up. All right, so thank you so much, and we look forward to continuing to build together. So take it away.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much from my heart, essence, heart to yours for being my destiny twin. Yay. And gratitude for opening up with us on today. I'm going to give thanks for PESJ, Paul Scott Jr. here, who is managing the time, quote unquote. And we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Rashidi, who all things tech, tech, tech. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And all of you for being here. And thank you for being responsive and in the chat and letting us know where you're calling in from and or zooming in from and calling your friends and family. Let somebody else know. Okay, so we don't grow alone. We don't grow alone. This whole conversation is about the totality of the reality of humanity, right? So who can you reach out to? Who can you tell? Who can you have this conversation with? Who do you know who may want to know? Uh, the fact of the matter is that the age of Aquarius is in full effect. And ask the question, will you rise above the chaos? And we're going to talk about rising above the chaos today because we see it everywhere. It's in our lives, it's in the world, it's the planet is shaking herself off of all of the negativity, okay? And that is largely coming from humanity, all right, in terms of how Mother Earth is impacted. For those of you whom may not be familiar with me, I am Shifa Ali Scott, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth. They call me the She-fabulous one, okay? And it is my duty, my responsibility, my mission to be here with you at this time, at this time. So wake the F up. Wake the F up. Well, what is that F about? Let's do a little recap from last week, right? And so, what is that F really about? Remember, we said it's not a 4-letter word, it's a 3-letter word. And that 3-letter word is fab, F-A-B, F-A-B. So we ain't cussing at y'all, all right? As a matter of fact, if you remember, paid attention, remember from last week, we talked about that letter F, right? We talked about that letter F in the fab, which is your forgotten available blessings, as being a very positive tonality, a very positive tonality that humankind has turned into a negative, right? And so we've got these two polarities now. And part of the first remembrance, right? This memory activation process that we're in, memory retrieval process that we're in, is that we get to remember that the musical scale, the letter F in the musical scale is the 6th tone in the musical scale. And the 6th tone is a vibration is an attraction vibration, a rhythm, right? It's rhythmic. The F tone sets the rhythmic tone, all right? And what is that in the musical scale? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, la, right? The F is the la tone, la. And the la attraction frequency is the tone of love, la, 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 right? Remember the song we went over last week? La, 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 la means I love you, right? The Delphonics. And so F is an attraction vibration. So when we say wake the F up, we're going to wake up all the parts of you, help you to remember all the parts of you, activate all the parts of you that attract to you what you truly were created to attract. So this could be the things that are in your heart of hearts, your desires, the things that you imagine, right? So that's what this F is about. So we went over that last week, and it's important for you to know that going forward. And then the second, and these are called treatments. Okay. And this mastermind is a sequence of 9 treatments. Okay. To be 9 treatments, 3 applications, and 1 process of what I call mentation. Right? Mentation. Yes, meditation is part of that. Mentation, but this is part of your mental, your mentality, your consciousness. Okay? Your consciousness. How awake, aware are you? So the second thing, the second treatment that we went over last week is the forgotten available blessings is one way to interpret the fab, and the another way to interpret the fab is frequency accelerated beauty. Frequency accelerated beauty, and then you can tack on that, health and well-being. And your beauty is a resonance that shines from within you. Resonance, right? So your beauty is what you mentally resonate with, that shines and shows through you. And this vibration of resonance is your inside characteristic, right? That character that comes out, that personality, which is guided by your mentality. All right. And so your personality, your resonant frequency, all right, of beauty, of beauty. Now, beauty's not, just this part, we're looking at, how beautiful a person is on the outside. Beauty is of an inner working, and it is all around us. Nature, in her beauty, has given us all of the magnificence that we see on this planet that springs up from the heart of Mother Earth. Okay. And she's calling out for her healing, right? The natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth is calling out to you to resonate that beauty, resonate that beauty, that character. And the vibration of that is this cosmic love that is intrinsic in all of us, because that is what we were created to express, cosmic love, right? And you say, well, why cosmic love? Why not some other kind of love? Because the the one true almighty absolute O, okay, the oneness has is all of the cosmos. It's not just us here on planet Earth. Okay. There are other planets in our solar system. And our solar system is inside of a galaxy, and our galaxy is inside of a universe, and there are universes of universes. So cosmos, okay, is bigger, wider, broader. Okay. So this is the wake the F up. This is what it's about. So last week we talked about what fab is, what the F is, the tonality of La, and we talked about the beauty of resonance, right? The resonant vibration inside of you that you want to allow to come out. This week, as we move forward with our conversation, is number 3. The third treatment is health in 3D, the physical outpicturing of integrity in thought and deeds manifested as bodily functions free of imbalance and discord. I know that was a mouthful, right? So let me go back to it, and then we're going to start some slides. And I want you to know where we're going. We're going to do treatment 3 and treatment 4 on today. Treatment 3, I'm going to repeat it again. Health in 3D, health in the third dimension. is the physical outpicturing of your integrity in thought, word, and deeds. And it is manifested as bodily functions free from imbalance and discord. What is discord? When you sing off key, when you got to tune the guitar, so keep make sure it's all discord, dis-ease, disaster. Okay. It's out of resonance. It's out of resonance. All right. So as we are looking at and listening this conversation, health is your third dimension. Third dimension, this physical stuff, right? All this stuff all around us, all this stuff all around us, physical, 3D, right? The stuff we can see, touch, feel, right? Taste, all the senses in the third dimension. Your forgotten blessings live in the fourth, fifth dimension. That's as far as we're going to go. It's like 18. We're going to do 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And when you recognize that your 3D health is dependent upon your integrity, okay, with your thought, word, and deed, your thought, your mentation is 4D. It's non-local. It's the downloads, it's the information coming in from cosmos, from the sun. Okay, consciousness is coming from the sun. Right now, we are in a crisis on this planet. When I say will and chaos, pardon me, chaos, right, on this planet in our lives, because the whole planet is rising. The whole planet is rising, right? So as we are rising with it, we are experiencing some health issues, possibly some intuition, some precognition, some uh, 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 things that would be called paranormal, or things that we couldn't do before because we are becoming supernatural. Now the question is, will you rise above the chaos as you are manifesting this new persona, this new 3D version of you? Okay. Are you able to maintain your equilibrium, your resonance? So we're going to go through a few slides here. I'm going to share my screen. And first thing I want to do is show you this, because you really get to recognize that we're not here in God's great creation by ourselves, right? So you see the sun off to the left, and we are the third planet in, right? The third planet from the sun. And at this time, when we titled this the Age of Aquarius in full effect, because all of the planets lined up this month, February, all right, 2025. This is an ascension event. This is happening in the cosmos. This is happening, and we are part of it. We are on that third planet, and we are organism, a species on this planet. And Felicia said something very powerful a few moments ago when she talked about, our arrogance. We think we're here to dominate and control nature. We think we're here to compete with each other. We think we're here for whatever it is we want to be here for. Not, okay? Nope, that's not it. We are part of a grand plan that the divine has for us. All right. So I want us to really have a perspective, and that it has been found scientifically that there are billions of planets in our galaxy that are like Earth, that support life. So you're not alone. We are not alone here, right? In the universe. We're not alone. So I want you to understand that and take that into your consciousness so that you can shift, right? Because that will change your perspective. When you look up in the night sky right now, that bright star that you see next to the moon is Venus. It's Venus. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. So let me go to my slides and let's get right here. And let's close this. Let me know when you're seeing my screen, please. And let's close this. Oops. View. Slide only. Okay. Is my screen being seen? I don't have my green thing around it. Share. Here we go.
And no, you're not sharing just yet.
Here we go. Here it comes right now. How about that? All right.
Yes.
All right. All right. All right. All right. So fab. All right. Wake the F up. You're here and the mastermind. We just did a recap. I told you what treatment number 3 is going to be. I just showed you the planets and how we're all lining up. Just talk to you about the chaos that's on the planet. You know, if you are glued to your TV set and you're listening to the newly elected president and all the things that's going on in the world, right? You can unplug from that. Okay, you don't really have to because there's a greater plan and he couldn't be there in office if it wasn't part of the plan. All right, so just calm down. All right, that's the first thing I want to say. Just calm down and don't let people draw you into conversations of negativity and distress and discord about what's going to happen, what might happen, and all the things that are happening, right? Because we can expect catastrophe, not necessarily in the administration, right? But I'm talking about on the planet. We live here in Hawaii. Aloha, aloha, mahalo for being here. And uh, the volcano Kilauea out on over on Big Island. We're on Oahu. Over on Big Island, the volcano is erupting more than it has in the past many years. All right. So there's a fountain of lava that is spewing up right now, Kilauea. And the plane crashes, the helicopter, the right, the fires, you name it, right? Those are the headlines. And the thing that we have to be clear about, the reason why we are here to wake the F up is because as a humanity, we have created a trajectory of mass extinction, an extinction level event, right? We have the capacity to blow ourselves to smithereens, as they used to say. All right. So, and that's man-made, that's human-made. However, the plan for the golden age that we have come into 2025, okay, is part of this awakening cycle that begins for us now. It is at the dawn of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius, Aquarius. Yeah, that. Y'all remember that song, right? So maybe not. But the point I'm making is that it is necessary for us to awaken these forgotten available blessings. And I call it the path of Ipua, the enlightened entrepreneur's positive, unfair advantage. Well, why is it unfair? Because the negative people don't have access to this. Okay. The negativity on this planet, they're moving away from the light. You are here moving toward the light. You are the light. You recognize yourself in the oneness with the light and in wellness as a lifestyle. All right. So it is the path of Ipua, right? Don't that sound like a Hawaiian word, right? It sounds like a Hawaiian word to me. So as we move on, so I want to welcome you to this path of Ipua. And we talk about it in the framework of entrepreneurs because it's the entrepreneur, the person who's willing to step up and be the champion as an entrepreneur, that will lead the economic freedom for humanity. All right. The ones that will build businesses, create jobs, those kinds of things. The ones who are fearless, the ones who are fierce, the ones who understand that this is a multidimensional journey of enlightenment. The ones who are willing to travel the path of the entrepreneur champion through the veils of marketing and media and all the stuff that goes with being in business, right? Handling the finance, all of those things. Okay. Those who are willing to look at and begin unveiling the secrets, understanding the myths, being clear that we've been outright lied to, which has led to our inauthenticity, right? Being false, fake, and all those limiting beliefs, that need to be shifted, right? And so, Felicia brings the power and the energy of shifting that shit, right? Self-healing inner talk. Yep, we taking all the words that we used to use in some foul, profane way, and understanding that we don't have to live in that polarity. We get to be in the positivity. And because we are choosing the positivity, we have a positive, unfair advantage over all those who are not in the light. Okay. We're crushing the roadblocks that have hindered our success, okay, by Hollywood and the media industry and the food industry and the industrial medical complex and the war machine and all the propaganda. Okay. The enlightened entrepreneur, and whether you're in business or not, or whether you consider yourself an entrepreneur or not, you have the power. You get to wield the power of having this positive, right? Positively having this positive, unfair advantage. Wake the F Up is an Ascension event 2025. Now, this is a measurement of our conscious, coherent, consistent intensity. We're talking about number 3, health in 3D, in the physical outpouring of the integrity of our thought, word, and deed manifested as our bodily functions. Well, where does that start? You first have to become conscious of it, right? You can't eat one healthy meal a day and then junk food all the rest of the day. Your coherency is your brain function. Your brain function. That's why I call it a mentation. It's mental. All right. You need your brain and your thoughts and your words to be coherent, in resonance, right? Tuned in rhythm. And doing that consistently with intention, right? Intensity. And it is multidimensional. It is, you get to be relentless and with your tenacity to think positively. Number 2, you get to be in a space of perseverance to think positively. Every time something seems like it want to knock you down, or you want to go in that place called worry, which is the opposite of meditation on something that is positive, okay? You get to be in that resilience. Oh no, I'm not going there. Cancel, okay? Redact that. All right. And then number 4, driven by your destiny, the cost of your calling. All right. What are you called to do on this planet? What is your reason for being? So here are the requirements: physical excellence. Always strive for your best health and wellness. What did we say in this 3D? Health in the third dimension is the physical outpicturing of the integrity of your thought, words, and deeds, manifested as your bodily functions, free from imbalance and discord. Got it? B, personal excellence, direct communication and impact, right? Direct communication and impact. This is really emotional. Being able to be direct, being able to say what comes up after you've filtered it, after you know that you've thought positively about it, and still be able to say what it is that needs to be said in the time, regardless of how the other person may feel about it. Okay? And this is not to be mean. It is about to be in, is about being in communication. And it is not your responsibility how the other person feels. The other person will feel based on what is in their mentality, their history. Okay, it's going to ping on them based on where they at. Got it? And then the real communications begins. Then the real talk starts. Okay. And then professional excellence. You have to have a value exchange with the world. What value are you bringing to the world? Okay. What indirect communication? So we talked about direct communication. What indirect communication are you having with the world? And we'll get into that. So this is about making sure, this is about how you train your mind, how you train yourself in this conversation of waking up as enlightenment, okay, to have balance, equilibrium, and freedom from discord, right? You got to liberate yourself, okay? Your business, your job, your career is the vehicle that you use to fulfill your destiny. It's how you make your mark demonstrating successful living, oneness, wellness lifestyles. When you understand this, this is not our it is our business model. It is our business model, but it is a way of being. It is a way of living. Wake the F up. Wake the love up. Wake the forgotten available blessings up. Wake up. Okay. Successful living requires you to be awake in this day and time. It's how you work in flow to maintain your peace. It's how you work in flow to maintain your peace. It's how you manifest quickly to produce results. That's what we're talking about. These forgotten available blessings is how you wake up so you can have the results that you are working toward, so that you become, so that you remember that you are a creator, so that you remember that you can manifest what you will, because you're doing it every day, all the time anyway. It's how you remember that you get to be a soar, you get to soar, right? In this cosmos, you get to fly. You're not a slave. You're not chained, you're not chained to the planet, chained to the chair. Okay. It's how you live in conscious, coherent, consistent intensity. It's how you are mindful of your physical, personal, and professional self. How you doing that? How are you doing that? Are you operating as a champion? Are you operating in your entrepreneurship, in your career, in your business, on your job? Okay. So let me tell you, there's a warning that goes along with this on this new path, on this in this age of Aquarius, in this golden age that the planet is moving into, ascending into. You are on an ascension path, okay? And the old ways will no longer work. You know, we say, how's that working for you? Right? That old stuff you're trying to do, that's not going to work. It's not going to manifest. What you desire is going to keep manifesting all your stuff from the past. If you try to bring your stuff from the past into the present and the present future, it's not going to work, right? So you get to take a look at how you being, right? Who are you being based on your knowledge? And I'm going to say right here, the highest um, vibration of knowledge on this planet is the knowledge book. Is the knowledge book. If you don't know about the knowledge book, we will talk about that offline, right? Who are you being with your stuff? Are you still trying to just accumulate, right? Are you like, is your space so crowded you can't even hardly walk? You got stuff everywhere, things you don't need, things you've been holding on for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. Ablution. I just knocked my water over. And give thanks, right? We not acknowledge ancestors. How you being with your time? Do you even know what time it is? Right? This is the age of calendar reform, where we're not going by the Gregorian calendar, except on our, with it having to deal with everybody else. Your personal timing frequency is the calendar of the galaxy, is how those planets are moving. If you didn't even know what time we didn't even know what time it is that the planets all lined up, right? We're in a 25,000 year clock. Okay. So we get to know what time it is. What about your credit? You worried about your credit? It ain't even gonna matter in a minute. Okay. Your credentials, you got the alphabet soup behind your name, and you think that's gonna bring you into enlightenment? Uh-uh. It's part of your knowledge base, but that ain't it. Okay. And what about how you being with your parents? It's interesting that we put this in here, right? How you being with your parents? I'm gonna leave that right there for now. That's one of the dimensions. Okay. So do not mistake my quiet and gentle spirit for weakness. I am a mighty warrior, child of God, and my prayers move mountains. Authenticity. Who are you being? So I'm going to stop right here. Thank you, my love. I'm going to stop right here. We're cleaning up the water spill. Trying not to get in on all of my important papers. Okay. Who you being? Right? Who are you being? And there's a workbook that goes along with this, and you'll be able to fill it out in the mastermind, as a member. Okay, as a member. So I want to say this. As you wake the F up inside of this mastermind, inside of this Ascension event 2025, where you are remembering your forgotten available blessings, that each individual becomes activated by your own mighty inner I am presence. That part of you that God has beamed down as part of itself as you, in you as you, through you, in you, through you, as you. Okay. There is no comparison. There is no competition. Okay. And be clear in gratitude that there's a whole lot more going on than we've been taught. And we're going to delve into some of that. There's a whole lot more going on than we've been taught. Now, when you take this into your consciousness, your brain changes, the quality of your blood changes as you change your thoughts, your ideas, as you approach your life differently, positively. and be in an enlightenment and in an enlightened state of being all the time. And you can do that right now. You can do that right now by being aware, by being aware of what is going on. Let me see what I have next. So this is going to be uh, help you understand that your wellness, this is treatment number 4. Your wellness is an atomic and cellular state of conscious, coherent, consistent, intentional behavior patterns exhibiting beingness exemplified as your lifestyle. That's why I say you can do it right now. The Apua path, right? The enlightened entrepreneur's positive, unfair advantage, this path helps you to live fulfilled, helps you to leave a legacy that transforms this world. And that's what this is really all about. You're not waking up for your own sake, service to self. No, we're waking up for the sake of humanity, service to others. This is the enlightened advantage. This is the entrepreneur champion mindset, mastermind. So, what are the things that you want to overcome as we wrap up? Judgment. Judgment. It's a two-edged sword. Success comes from good judgment, learned from experience, gotten from bad judgment, which leads to good judgment, right? So when you make bad decisions and you get that experience, you start learning how to make good decisions, right? Good judgment. Now, when we also talk about judgment, it's like if you don't want to be judged, don't judge others, right? If you know there's a fact that we when you see someone within the first 3 seconds, you've already judged them. Within the first 3 seconds, you've already judged them based on your past, based on what you think you are seeing. You already judged them. Next is discernment. Mastery comes from the ability to attain sharp perceptions, nuanced by qualities of inner awakening. So as you wake up, your perception, your cognition, your precognition, your lucid dreaming, your telepathy, all of those things begin to sharpen. Those are perceptions. Your ability to perceive beyond your 5 senses expands, evolves, and you become sharp in your discernment. And when you lean on your beloved mighty I am presence, you hardly ever make any mistakes because the presence of God can't make mistakes, just like the spirit of God can't be sick. Your sickness is your 3D reality. It's not your 4D, 5D reality. Your mighty I am presence is your 5D self. It is the person of you that directly was beamed down as you from the Almighty, the Absolute, the All Merciful, the All Peaceful. That part of you can't be sick. That part of you can't make mistakes. That's the part that you want to live through because that is you. It's not all this conditioning. It's not your education. It's not what your mama said. It ain't what your daddy did. It ain't none of that. And that is how your discernment begins to sharpen. when you let yourself be God, when you let yourself be goddess, and you think in that manner. It used to be, back in the day, they used to say, what would Jesus do? Right? In this situation, what would Jesus do? Right? Jesus did what he did because he recognized himself as one with the Father, Mother God. You can do the same. The Christ consciousness told us that we the same. Discernment, right? Discernment. And let's talk about enlightenment. Enlightenment comes from insightful conscious awareness that distinguishes the truth from falsehood and the ability to grasp it and perform with excellence. Enlightenment comes from insightful conscious awareness. Wake the F up. These are your forgotten available blessings. Insightful conscious awareness, your ability to distinguish the truth from falsehood. You know when somebody lying, right? When somebody lying to me, I just look right through them. I don't even blink. I was like, okay, I hear you. They don't know that I know that they lying. They just keep right on lying. And then you just let it play out. Because in your awareness and in your stand as God, Goddess, all that is, in the oneness of that, it's just going to come back on them, and it's going to, truth will show itself. Truth is mighty and does prevail. Know that. Truth is mighty and does prevail. You'll be able to distinguish truth from falsehood, and you will have the abilities to grasp that truth and then use the truth of you to perform with excellence. So with that, I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave it right there, because that is treatment number 4. That is how you get in the space of conscious, coherent, consistent intensity. That is how you have behavior patterns that exhibit your beingness in your lifestyle. The choices that you make every single day, moment by moment. As you pay attention to the thoughts that you keep, as you pay attention to the things that you allow to roll around in your mind, as you pay attention to being in your positive, unfair advantage, right? And it's only unfair to the negative, right? Because when there's darkness, when you turn on the light, the darkness just goes away, right? It don't struggle, none of that, right? It's not like, no, don't know. No, it's none of that. You turn the light on, the darkness is gone immediately, in the instantaneity. How do you say that? In the what is it, my love?
Simultaneous instantaneity of now.
That part, the simultaneous instantaneity of now. The simultaneous instantaneity of now. Okay, when you turn on
Say
your
it
light,
again. Say it
the
again.
simultaneous
Simultaneously, in
instantaneity,
in spontaneity,
like instant, instantaneity,
instantaneity.
teneity
Okay,
of
instant.
now.
Okay, instantaneity of now.
Yes,
Simultaneously, instantaneity of
the
now.
simultaneous
Simultaneous
instantaneity of
instantaneity
now.
of now.
That's where we live. You only can live right now. The only time that is, the only time there is now. So if you keep trying to live in the past, that ain't gonna work for you. You need some self-healing inner talk, because that shit ain't gonna work for you. Self-healing inner talk. That's what this is. And there's a formula for it. There's a process for it. Felicia can take you through what do you call it, Felicia? A session. She can take you through a few sessions and remove all kind of blocks, the things that keep you holding you back from the past.
Yeah,
And the
support
physical
them in
sense
being able to move it. Yeah.
and being able to move it, right?
Remove it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Support the people and helping them to be able to know how to remove it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 It's a
Okay.
collaborative effort.
Yeah, that part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the thing
Thank you.
about it is, once you decide, once you make the choice that you're no longer going to live in the past, that stuff still going to come up. That's why the sessions are necessary, right? So you can work your way through it, work your way through it to live fulfilled and leave the legacy that transforms this world. And as it transforms this world, you got to transform your life first. You're the first
Mm-hmm.
partaker. So as it gets
Mm-hmm.
gooder and gooder for you, it gets gooder and gooder for the planet.
Can I add something to that? A
Yes.
clarity point too that you stated that I don't think many people think about. And when you
Yes.
said it, it
Do.
just rained down on me. The download
Mhm.
came.
Yep.
Is that
I'm gonna stop the share and bring you on. Yeah, do the camera thing.
is that as you were saying, as you start shifting it, right? And life stuff still comes up. And some of the same things that you thought, oh, this there. And you will recognize that when you are aware of it, you will recognize that Melinda says, I bear witness. You will recognize that it doesn't affect you the way that it did before. The charge is taken loose. So it's not that because you know it's the universal principle. Okay, it's the universal principle. You pray for patience, you get more things to be patient for, right? And so when you are clearing in these sessions and when we get to the core of it, it does not return. It does not return. And you may be tried with it. And as you are paying attention to yourself, you are aware that I didn't react the same way that I did before. And so you are embodying, right, the present moment awareness, and you are now that's why one of the sessions when I first started is called rising above emotions, because it's not that you won't have them, you will, they just you don't respond and interact with them like you used to. And you can see a stark difference in your life. And when you start intentionally using the tools every day, you know, your gratitudes, your asking the question, what information in this that wants to be brought to my attention, what should I be aware of? When you stop judging yourself, you know, and using that same language of you can't and all of that, when you refrain from doing that, then the frequency and the magnetism becomes stronger, and it starts to collapse time, and things start to happen faster and faster and faster for you. So then as that's happening at the same time, because of the polarity, right, then you're getting other things that are coming up, because it's always a cyclical ascension. You're spiraling up. You're spiraling up, right? And that's why it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. And so, yeah. So I'm envisioning that provided some clarity so that when you have sessions, you can pay attention to things opposed to, you know, going back into the same way of thinking that you did that you claimed you wanted to clear, but you still do some of the same habits. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's a beautiful experience. I love it. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. All of that is available. All of that is available. And your past won't haunt you.
Right.
That's what I wanted to, when you said, it won't come back up. It will not haunt you. Now, if you go get it, that's another thing, right? If you want to, after you done got rid of it. And the thing about it is I found with the sessions is that you don't even remember, right? It goes away to the degree that you don't even remember what it was. You say, well, how was the
Right.
session? Felicia say, well, how was the session? And it's like, well, this is happening, and that other part is just gone.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Felicia is also skilled in is helping us to understand why that is when you pruned it, right? She could, because she can go into this thing with the neurons in your brain, and that's why when we talk about it as a mentation, right, with the neurons in your brain, and those neurons get pruned, they don't even exist anymore, and they get
Right.
replaced by the new behavior, and your neurons are now firing new chemicals, new synapses in your
Yeah,
brain.
neurotransmitters.
See that part right there. So I'm
Yeah.
giving you what to think about, right? I'm helping you with the what you want to be thinking about and how you want to be living in your wellness and your oneness as a lifestyle, okay? And there's deeper work that goes along with this, right? There's deeper work that goes along with this. So the mastermind is, as I said, it's 9 treatments. We've given you 4 in this sneak peek. We've given you 4. And it is 3 applications. Okay. The science of time, when you are, right? When you are, the simultaneous instantaneity of now, when are you? Second is the where are you in cosmic history, not in Black History Month, okay? Not in, right, Women's Month, not in your past, right? Where are you in cosmic history on this planet? And the science of consciousness, what are you? What are you? Who and why are you? The science of consciousness. That's in 3 parts. And then the mentation, which includes meditation and some other processes that we have for you that put you in touch with the sacred life connection memory retrieval technology that is oneness. Right. So when the president gave that to me, it's like, well, what is oneness? Okay, so we want to be one with the creator and one. Well, oneness is that sacred life connection memory retrieval technology. Right. That's what we do right here to help you come into the fact of your oneness. And we have the technology for that. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to hand it back over to Felicia to give you the deets on how it is you are able to join us. And yes, we are manifesting wellness, and we have books, we've got bonuses, the slides that we're going to give you the IPUA, um, Awakening the Healer from Within, Awakening the Healer Within, Transformational Self-Healing. I mean, we've got lots of goodies, lots of technology, lots of how to do the thing for you. So
Yeah, and they
with
get
that,
access to the protocol,
yes,
the
yes,
health protocol. And even if
yes,
you've had it and have not been following it, you have an opportunity to pick up, not
yes,
beat yourself up for what's the past. No, we're gonna pick up and we're gonna move forward, developing new habits as we move forward. Yes.
yes, yes,
Yes, yes,
yes, yes,
yes.
yes, yes, yes. So with
Yep,
that,
yep,
I
yep.
love you with my whole heart, my whole essence, heart essence. I love you, I love you, I love you. You are my sisters. You are my brothers. I want for my sisters and brothers what I want for myself. So let's get that. Yes, yes, yes. Love you, love you, love you. All right, over to you, Felicia.
Yes, and so thank you. Are there any breakdowns, that's for questions for clarity, breakthroughs, your ahas, and your breakouts, your actions? So if you can give us some feedback in the chat as we prepare to close out. We did keep you over a little the time, however, not too much longer. All right, so if you can put in the chat, what are your breakdown, breakthroughs, or breakouts? What's your biggest takeaway? Okay, that's another way to ask it. What's your biggest takeaway? All right, and so for those of you who receive so as you're doing that, I'm going to continue with showing you how you can connect with us and bring a friend. All right. The for those of you who signed up for the Black Friday special, all right, and you got such an awesome deal, all right, for the mastermind, continue to make your reoccurring payments, all right. For those of you who did not, the mastermind is $47. And that's for you to attend every week, get access to all of the handouts, okay, that's accompanying this Wake the F Up series, right? And to get access to the replays, all right, that is $97, all right, to get access to the replays. So we have our standing VIP, right? We have our standing VIP, and you get access to that. And then for those of you who are not VIP and want to become VIP, then you can upgrade for the $97. So we will the link and the skincare. And I want to tell you about the skincare. So make sure if you haven't gotten your skincare, please get your skincare. You can get your travel size, you can get the full system, or you can get your daily duo, So be sure to order your product. And I know one of you had challenges, so we will send you another link relative to that. So all hearts and minds are clear. Is there any feedback? Any feedback from what you experience? Elite Wellness Mastermind, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for the VIP and for the regular membership. Okay. This is for link to display. This is for all right, anybody? Don't tell me all that talking, y'all ain't get nothing. Not even learn the lesson about sharing, like really? So I can put these numbers in. And you can expound. Oh, that's sent to Paul. Okay. I need to send this to the meeting group. Okay, here we go. That's it. Okay, and then we have with your capacity to share, it confirms what you understood, and it continues to evolve and develop for you. Okay.
And it is your ability to make an impact, right? Just one little thing. You don't know what you're going to say that's going to impact somebody else here.
Right.
Right. It is your first opportunity to make impact right here, right now, in the simultaneous instantaneity of now.
All right. And what else do I need to give you all? Okay. Oh, I do want to announce one more announcement. We have the forgiveness and gratitude anthology that your sister was featured in. So, international author and speaker, Oneness Wellness represented globally. Yay. And so that I'm going to put that link in. So you get a soft back, it's a bundle. You get a soft back copy of the forgiveness book and the gratitude book. Plus, we have 2 bonuses that you receive, and that is the Lady Kuan Yin Tools for Empowerment Chakra Activation. And you also receive the 44 Days of Gratitude video series that was done, okay? With all different types of topics of things that you never even thought that you should be grateful for. We got science in it, we have stats, and so it's a plethora of information and short-lived snippets for you to be able to expand your gratitude, right? Expand your
You're talking
consciousness for
about
gratitude.
the VIP. Were you talking about the VIP, the mastermind VIP
Yeah, I had
that
already
has the
talked about
plethora
plethora.
plethora of information? Yeah, is that what you were commenting on?
I thought I had gotten past that. Oh, I'm talking about what I'm talking about right now. Hey, Deidre. What I'm talking about right now is the gratitude, forgiveness and gratitude book bundle, and the bonus that is the gratitude, the 44 days of gratitude, the deep dive experience that has a plethora of information relative to different things to be grateful for and things we may not have even considered. Yeah.
That's what I missed. Quite a bit of the 44 days.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put the link in for those that want to purchase the books, get the book bundle, right? And this is an anthology, so this is a global experience of people from all across the world and how they leverage forgiveness and how forgiveness has impacted their life and gratitude. And so it's really timely that this is coming out now, because these 2 books will support you in being able to navigate all the changes that's happening in the world, all the changes, all the things that is occurring in the world and in your life. So yeah, we wanted to, and you are the second ones to hear about it. So yay. You have perks being in the mastermind, because it hadn't even launched. It hasn't even went public yet for the most part. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Carolyn. Yep. So I think Rashidi has the music ready and all of the links for how you can connect with us, and all the channels, all the social channels.
Yeah.
So thank you, Felicia.
Thank you.
All right. So I want to say this. We're an hour and 24 minutes in, and I have to say that I always come to these in a 90-minute time zone. I mean, I just do. It's just anytime I do something, it's 90 minutes. So I know Felicia had a time stop on there and allow for the downloads to come through. The way the presence works with me is that I know I can get through it in 90 minutes. So I want to offer that to all of you and thank you for staying and being present and taking away the parts that resonated with you. Because I know I'm not talking to everybody. I ain't trying to talk to everybody. Okay. So with that, I am out. Aloha. I'm gonna hand it over to Rashidi. Thank you very much, everyone. And Felicia, my destiny twin, call. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Peace,
Thank
love, and
you.
light. Peace, love, and light.